Hello, this is Miguel Cardona, Secretary of Education. I'm glad to be with you today at CareerConn. When I was a student in Connecticut, I explored different pathways to see what I'd be interested in, and all of that helped prepare me for my career in education. And I know you've had an opportunity to explore different careers. Regardless of what you choose something you love, take a risk. I know that if you do, you will contribute to a better Connecticut and a better country. Good luck to you. Enjoy the conference, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Chris Abel, and there has never been a better time to enter into the construction and manufacturing fields. Skilled employees are in high demand. Students must have either graduated from high school or have earned their GED in order to attend Connecticut post-secondary schools. Students who are registered apprentices receive a combination of industry-specific classroom instruction for proficient employee career development in their occupation and paid-on-the-job training. Employers focus on cultivating talent by enhancing the skills of employees new to the company by utilizing registered apprenticeship as a workforce development tool. We encourage you to visit each school's individual virtual booths, as there are a variety of ways to receive your classroom instruction. These schools are excited to help you build your future.
Welcome back, folks. What we're going to discuss today is real quick is about CNC, better known as computer numerical control, machine and manufacturing. Great opportunity for any young man or young lady getting into the industry. The way you got to look at it today, everything that we utilize, such as your smartphone, your iPhone, your eyeglasses that you might wear, all started with the CNC world. It comes out to an idea, paper to pen to paper. Then it comes into a four-dimensional computer, get a design going. Then you go out into the shop and you actually take the material, whether it's plastics, metals, and you actually design the product. Things that we use every day, from prosthetic legs in the medical industry, prosthetics, those things go on. The school is a year long, great opportunities. You have the opportunity on your free time to pursue an associate's level in MasterCam. So there's a great opportunities that the industry is looking for. Basically, CNC has replaced factories in a nutshell. The days of a big building, all that square footage, putting out one or two products. Now CNC, when you go in there, if you've ever been into a CNC facilities, it's sort of like a hospital. It's very clean, everything's pristine, and you basically got to love working with technology and computers. Now I'm going to pass it along to my colleague, Jennifer Nunez, and she's the Director of Career Services. Jen?
Thank you, Wargo. So the CNC manufacturing world is huge, especially in our area. As you can imagine, there's endless opportunities in the manufacturing world. Along with the CNC program, you get two trades under your belt. You get the CNC aspect to machine operating, and you get the CNC aspect of the programming with MasterCam, which is a great success to have in your future. So some of the jobs that CNC students and graduates will find themselves in is CNC machinists, inspectors, tool makers, programmers, and these are all great job positions in the manufacturing world. Along with, there's opportunities in the aerospace industry with Lockheed Martin, Sikorsky, General Dynamics. Those are some of the big companies that are looking for manufacturers every single day. So the decision for CNC is the way to go.
In closing, basically with the CNC manufacturing program, once again, it's another opportunity at a trade school where it's small student to teacher ratio. You're focusing on the core, which is the CNC machine and manufacturing. Once again, you are coming in and learning a skill for life, which will provide for you and your family. And the best way to see what CNC can do for you is to go on to www.bls.gov, and you can see how the growth is in just not here in the state of Connecticut, but how it is also going and growing in the nation.
Correct. Again, the opportunities are endless in the manufacturing world, and you could start it really quickly and get a trade under your belt and build on those skills for life. And the manufacturing world in Connecticut is booming. It is absolutely booming. So please take a look at the CNC field, and we'd love to help you out.
These are my 10 reasons to think about becoming a plumber and having a career in the plumbing industry field. Number one is job stability. You go to school, you become an apprentice, you get your plumbing license, I guarantee you are always going to have a job. We have a huge shortage right now in the trades. We need people immediately. Number two, less student loan, no debt, very little debt, if any. You can go to school for 4 years and end up with $200,000 in debt. You can go to plumbing school for $20,000, $30,000 maybe, and you're going to have a career right out of school. Number three, there's so many different advancement opportunities. You can become a plumber in the field. You can work for colleges. You can work for hospitals. You can work for schools. You can become an instructor, a teacher. There's so many different things you can do. You can do commercial, residential, industrial. Number four is job variety. That's kind of where that falls in. You can do restaurants. You can do a house. You can do a cancer laboratory. There's so many different things you can learn from plumbing. It's a constant learning experience. Number five is independence. I personally like to be by myself and just drive from job to job to job, house to house, meet all kinds of different people. Number six is personal benefits. And, benefits, I look at everything. Personal benefits is, you're going to have a good career. There's always more education to do. Benefits such as, most places are going to have like insurances and things like that for you. Number seven is job satisfaction. I enjoy what I do, so I think of it as an art when I'm piping something. I'm going to use my ingenuity. Plumbing is a lot of ingenuity, how you're going to solve problems when you're doing service plumbing. So, I take satisfaction in what I do. I always bring the customer down and show them to make sure they're satisfied, and I explain everything to them, and that's my personal satisfaction with that. Social interaction. I love to talk to people. I will talk to you all day. I will bring, a lot of people say, I don't want to bother you while you're working. I tell them it's their house, it's their property. You want to come down? There's nothing to hide. I can show you exactly what I'm doing. And respect, number 9. I had a doctor I was working for one time, and he looked at me and he said, wow, it's awesome, all the stuff you did. And he had a lot of respect for me, and he basically said, I go to school for, all this schooling I do, and I basically practice medicine because you guys don't practice anything. You guys know exactly what you're doing out of your trades. So you do plumbing. And then number 10, you're never going to have to pay for a plumber out of your own pocket. So those are my reasons for becoming a plumber. Make sure you go to all the virtual booths here and check out all these schools and all they have to offer, all the trades. Make sure you really look at all the different trades and all there is to do. There's so many trades out there that you can be happy with.
Hi, I'm Leroy Gay, Education Supervisor, Lincoln Tech, New Britain.
Hi, I'm Michelle Hill, Career Services Director, Lincoln Tech, New Britain, Connecticut.
I'll be speaking of the day in life of an electrician. I'll start with the day usually starts around 7. It depends on whether you're reporting to the shop or to the job site. You can expect a commute to the job site anywhere from a half an hour to an hour. Depending on the type of work you're doing, it could be inside wiring, where you typically specialize in wiring of inside lighting, appliances, and electronic equipment. Another phase of the job would be construction electrician. You're responsible for the entire electrical aspects of the job. You'll be responsible for bringing power to the job and supplying power throughout that building. Outside electricians would be responsible for outside wiring of the building. Typically that entails bringing power to the building, whether that's underground or above ground. The requirements to be licensed as an electrician in the state of Connecticut would be 720 classroom hours and 8,000 hours of on-the-job training. In order to be licensed in the state of Connecticut, you're required to have 720 hours of classroom training, 8,000 hours of on-the-job training. That is to obtain an E2 license, which is typically the most sought-after license. An E1 license would be the contractor's license. In addition to the 720 hours of classroom training, you're also required 10,000 hours of on-the-job training.
So once you actually complete the program, you obtain those hours, and you're looking for employment opportunities, you can actually find electrical opportunities in a variety of settings. A lot of times we don't think about the settings that we can, that we could work in utilizing the acquired skills, but they're in various locations. You might end up working for a residential and commercial contractor as an apprentice, or you might actually find yourself in an appliance company doing wiring. We don't think about the need of an electrical person to attend to our appliances at home or other appliances that we interact with each day, but there is a need, so there's opportunity there. You may actually find employment opportunities with railways and also with solar companies, because that's a big thing as well in the electrical area. There's also job opportunities with alarm systems. So we've had opportunities available with ADT and other alarm companies. So there's a lot of opportunity there, and you really have to just think about what you want to do, research, and figure out what it is that you like, and then start targeting those companies and find out what they're looking for, what are the key qualifications that they're seeking, and see whether or not you'd be a great fit. Some of the opportunities that you'll look for when you do start looking online or in person for employment opportunities are lineman positions. You might see positions worded as field service technician. You may also see something as installer. But most importantly, I think you need to really be open and receptive to everything that's out there and really research it. So it's important that you visit all the booths when you're at the fair, talk to all the different schools, find out about their training opportunities and their programs, and then go from there so you can make the right decision to start preparing for your future so that you can eventually propel to the success that you want.
Hi, my name is Matt Pattison. I go to the Construction Education Center. I'm a fourth-year apprentice at Network Interiors out of Plainville, Connecticut. Day in my life, I am fourth-year apprentice again. I work for a drywall contractor, specialize in metal studs, framing. Basically, you could put the whole building together if we really wanted to. It's very rewarding. Driving by, seeing what you've done. You can drive by and just say, hey, I built that. Day in my life, job responsibilities, could be anything. Could be running a little crew of guys doing sheathing, framing, sheetrocking, anything we really need to do. Carpenters pretty much do most of the building, obviously other than mechanicals. It's not a licensed trade, which is kind of a downfall, but in the near future, we're looking at being a licensed trade. So I love what I do. I grew up, my dad was in construction. He was a residential contractor, and driving by, seeing all the stuff he's built, seeing him working with his hands, I just knew I wanted to do something like that. And I decided in high school I was taking construction classes, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. So there's plenty of room to move up in this field, whether it be being a foreman, eventually working your way up to being a super, project manager. There's many benefits to this field. If you like the office side of things, or if you want to be in the field, either or, just great career path no matter what. Great salary, great pay. All around, just an awesome field to be in. Other than that, I encourage you to visit the booths at the exhibit hall, and good luck with your career choice.
Hi, my name is John Bowman. I'm here representing FF Hitchcock Company Incorporated from Cheshire, Connecticut, as well as NTech Advanced Energy Training. FF Hitchcock is a plumbing, heating, air conditioning company, as well as a heating oil and propane delivery company who's been in business since 1870. So we've been around a long time with a lot of customers, and we've seen a lot over the years. Not quite myself, but throughout the years, I work alongside both my brothers and my father, and we are an active participant in the state of Connecticut apprenticeship program, where we currently employ 13 apprentices who are working their way to become licensed service technicians. As a family-owned and operated businesses, I tend to have a lot of different roles within the company. Some are enjoyable and others tend to be more work related. But one of the most enjoyable roles, I have to say, is interviewing new candidates for employment. I want to take a few minutes to help you be employable in the HVAC field. When we look towards an interview process, and whether it's face to face or nowadays we've been doing Zoom interviews with potential employees, we're looking for youth and not necessarily age. And I'm not looking at your date of birth on your resume, but we're looking for a youthful outlook. I'm looking for high energy, excitement. I want you to be here with the positive outlook in life and in your occupation. We're looking for someone who's dedicated, not necessarily to just the company, but really to the craft, to the customer. That no quit attitude that you're going to figure out what the problem is and fix it for them, no matter what time of night it is. And the interesting thing about the HVAC field is that it's rapidly changing. So if you're looking for something that you can make a positive impact right now, this might be a great field for you. You remember, you're keeping people comfortable. That's the beauty of the HVAC field. It's something that's necessary to every homeowner, every business owner. That climate control in their home, keeping them warm in the winter and cool in the summer, is something that, trust me, they value very much so when you go to fix the problem for them. The great thing about the HVAC field is that right now we're bringing in a ton of technology and the new equipment and the computers and the tablets. A lot of people coming into the field are handy with that type of technology. And I'll admit it, a lot of our employees and the service technicians that we employ today are getting older. And to bring in new potential employees who are handy with the technology, you fit right in. It's great. The most important thing that we're looking for is somebody who has a service mindset. That's who you are. You're a service technician. It's your job to serve the customers. We talk here as a company about customers for life. And if you take care of your customers and their problems and you save the day, they will be a customer for life. And we can become numb to the problems that we see over and over in the field, whether it's a leaking boiler or no air conditioning in the summer, because you see it every day. But you have to remember that might be the biggest, most nerve-wracking thing that customer has had to deal with this month or maybe even this year. You can have the opportunity right there to be their superhero. And if you want to enjoy going home at night after a hard day's work and be able to sit there and really sit down and finally rest and relax and smile and say, wow, I made a positive impact on my customers' lives today, this would be a great opportunity for you. To get involved, really, check out, a school that provides HVAC training, enroll in a apprenticeship program to get your hours, and just give it a try. There's plenty of businesses out there who would let you come in and shadow them for the day or do a ride along. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you, but I can tell you from an enjoyment factor, I've never experienced anything else that is better than really, saving the day for the customers. And the other thing is it's a very competitive field. Even as an HVAC apprentice, you should be expecting to make a good salary. And once you become licensed, your salary is only going to increase. And from there, there is no limit. You can eventually become your own contractor, own your own business, and really be your own boss. So I challenge you today to, look into the field of HVAC. And for more information about any of these careers, please visit the booths of all the schools participating in CareerConn. Thank you for your time today, and I hope you enjoy this presentation.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to discuss today is about welding technology. It's an industry that is in high demand. It's an industry where you could actually go and see the world and travel, depending upon who you want to work for. but the first thing and foremost is you have to get the proper training. Welding is an art. Basically, you could read every book you want, watch every video you want about welding, but until you grab a torch and you grab a piece of metal and you start welding, you're not going to get the sensation in what has to happen with welding. Welding is a trade that you're going to do everything on your own. It's a program where when you go into school with your teacher, you work on your own pace. They test every material that you weld. You're going to learn how to go from left to right to left, up and down, overhead, left to right, forward and back. Welding is booming. Very big growth with all genders. We have plenty of men and women going into the trade. The opportunities are out there. There's companies always looking for you here in the state of Connecticut. I'll let Jenna touch on that. But just alone here in welding program, everywhere we go, whether it's the shipping industry, agriculture, our bridges, our infrastructure. Look here in the state of Connecticut, our infrastructure is getting pretty old. Those things have to be fabricated and fixed, and those are the men and women that carry the torch, and they carry the title of welding. It's a fast-paced training at your pace, 10 months long, 950 hours of training with you and your instructor, and it's the only program that we have at our school that is running 3 shifts because it's in such demand. Jen?
Thank you, Wargo. And the best part of this career training, you are actually getting these hands-on training and knowledge from instructors that actually have been in the field, have the experience, and know exactly what is expected of that career. So in a career training school, especially for welding, there's many opportunities. You could be a MIG welder, a TIG welder, a structural welder, a pipe welder, a pipe fitter. And this is all the exposure you will get in the welding programs. For example, you could work for companies like Electric Boat right in Connecticut. There's plenty of companies right here in Connecticut that hire welders. United Steel, Shepherd Steel, and they're always looking for that talent. Now, if you're a TIG welder and you like the tedious weld and precise and you have a good eye for that, then this is for you. MIG welding, and you'll have all this hands-on experience working on all different types of metals, aluminum, steel, and regular metal. So thank you. Yeah, we're excited for the welding program and the booming industry with all the opportunities.
And like Jen says, with the welding program, what's great about the opportunity to be a welder is the jobs out there. I don't like to use the word jobs, the careers out there, because you're a professional in what you do, are amazing. I mean, from working for DOD, which is Department of Defense, whether it's working at Newport News, like Jen said, here in Connecticut for the Electric Boat Company, all the way out west, you could be working for oil pipelines, the oil industry, oil platforms in the Gulf. Everywhere we go, welding's done something. So welding is just not used at DOD for the Department of Defense. All those commercial vessels that you see coming and going from us bringing products to overseas and us receiving products, all those ships that are in the shipping lane are put together by welders, men and women like yourself. They're not put together by Gorilla Glue, it's put together by welders. So once again, great opportunity to have fun, enjoy the world, and get to see the world and get paid to do it.
Correct. Start your welding training, get a trade under your belt in a short time, and just continue to build on those skills for your career. And endless opportunities and essential opportunities. So take a look at our welding booth, and we're very excited for you all. Thank you.